Well, hello there, everyone, and welcome once again to Inspirations for Your Life. It is so great to be with you on the show today. It is Sunday. It is July 5th, 2026. And it is so great to be with you. If this is your very first time coming here, I want to take the opportunity to say thank you, and I want to say the words welcome. You've been here, well, let's say one time, 5 times, 10 times, 100, or even more, or maybe you've lost track of how many times you've been here. I want to say thank you and welcome, but I also want to say the words welcome back because, ladies and gentlemen, it really does mean something to me that you have decided to not only watch the show once, but you've come here many times before. And for that, I am eternally grateful for you for doing that. We have a great show. We always have a great show. Of course, you know that. But one thing I want to tell you is that this week, we started yesterday. We start Saturday with a brand new master topic, and then we roll forward this entire week, and we finish up on Friday. So, yes, guys, it is great to be with you. Before we do officially start the show, don't forget to check out BelieveMeAchieve.com for more of my amazing, of course, inspiring creations. But also, if you're thirsty, if you're hungry, feel free to go grab yourself something, whether it's RO water like I normally drink and lemon or something else. It's totally up to you. Feel free to do that and come on back to the show because we have so much to share with you here. All right, guys, again, it is so great to have you here on the show. And Sunday is one of the days. So Thursday and Sunday, we do a shout out to a local, usually owned restaurant or coffee shop. And this time we're doing the coffee. Shout out today. It's actually, it is in Wayne, New Jersey. It is actually located in the Wayne Counseling and Wellness Center at 1581 New Jersey, 23, Wayne, New Jersey, 07470. It's called La Casa de Cabana. I'm not Spanish. Hopefully I didn't kill that. La Casa de Cabana. And so a little bit about La Casa de Cabana. Again, we do this to let people know who they are, to share what they're doing. They started with their passion for enjoying the best coffee from around the world, and they're on a mission to find a commercial coffee roaster. And then they came across a 17-year-old Primo roaster located in New Hampshire. So off the person went, and within 2 weeks, they're perfecting the roasting skills. On their roasting, it's now in Wayne, New Jersey, as I said. It's a coffee lab, and the roasting has been perfected. And they're pleased to be able to bring coffee to Bergen County and New Jersey to the other areas. So there's other stores they own too, but we're talking about the one today in Wayne. They offer regular coffee. They do things wholesale. They have things like chapas. They have decaf. They have cabana. They have Ferra Este Nicaragua. If I'm not killing these names too bad, I'm not Spanish. Decaf, a Swiss watered press. And it's mostly a coffee shop. They may have some other things there. I have not been there in person. But I'm reaching out to you guys today, this Sunday, from the Inspiration for Your Life show and JCM Academy to ask you to visit our website and to click on the Contact Us and invite us to come to your cafe or restaurant and have us host a live show there. And so we'd love to do that. Just visit jcmacademy.com. And all you need to do is go there and let us know that you would like to host us. It's completely free. It's 15 minutes before the show. The show is about 27 minutes and change. Then it's 15 minutes after the show for an author talk, 15 minutes for Q&A, and a 15 minutes for the author signing. So, guys, if you're in Wayne and you want to check them out, they are La Casa de Cabana. Again, they're located 1581 New Jersey, 23 South, Wayne, New Jersey, in the Wellness Center that is in New Jersey, and that's located, ladies and gentlemen, on Route 23, 1581 New Jersey, Route 23. So check that out. Again, a big shout out to you guys for loving all the stuff that you're doing, and we hope you'll invite us to be, able to broadcast our show live from your facility. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's kick this off. The week is about the power of steady trust, okay? Building stability in uncertain times is the thing. This episode is How Confidence is Built in Uncertainty. And that's Series 5, Show 28, Episode number 2. Who am I? I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, and it's always such a privilege and such a pleasure and honor to be with you guys every time you're here, or if you come back and rewatch a show. And this is what it's about, guys. I want you guys to feel welcome here, okay? So welcome back, everyone. As I said, I'm your host. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm an engineer, marketing specialist, video producer, podcast host, coach, keynote speaker, graduate student at Montclair State University, passionate lifelong learner. And now I'm so grateful to be a published author. Yes, my book, Drained to Driven. So today I'm diving into something that affects every single one of us, especially in times like these. We're talking about confidence, not the Instagram kind, okay? Not the fake it till you make it kind. I'm talking about something else, the real kind, the earned, unshakable kindness that holds you steady when everything around you feels uncertain or seems to crumble. This is the power of steady trust, building stability in uncertainty times. And again, this episode is all about how confidence is built in uncertainty. Let's get into this. Are you ready? So, the confidence myth. Most people think confidence is something you're born with. It's not. Or that it shows up when life finally makes sense. Wrong. Confidence isn't found, it's built. Right? Which says something else was built. Leaders are not born, they're made. So similar, right? Confidence isn't found, it's built. It's made. And it's not built in comfort. It's built in motion. It's built in discomfort. Think about it. Have you ever felt more confident after weeks of overthinking or after taking one small step forward? Exactly. Here's the truth, guys. Confidence is evidence-based, and you don't feel confident and then act. You just act, and then you start to feel confident. Every action you take is a data point. Every small win is proof, and proof builds trust in yourself. Action to clarity. We live in a world obsessed with clarity. People say, I just need to know what to do. Seems like pretty simple, right? But here's the secret. Clarity comes from movement, not the other way around. So many people get confused because they don't understand why this is happening, okay? You don't wait until you're ready. You just move, and readiness will follow you. Uncertainty isn't your enemy. It's your training ground. Think of it like weight training for your mind. Every time you act in the face of doubt, you get stronger. Every time you push through fear, you build emotional muscle. And here's the kicker, guys. Fear weakens when action continues. It doesn't disappear. It just gets quieter because you've proven again and again that you can handle it. And see, when you prove you can handle it, the universe says, okay, great, you can handle it. I'm going to go ahead and give you more stuff that you can do. All right. I'm going to do that for you. But again, it does not happen overnight, guys. This takes time. And many times people get frustrated because it's not where they want to be tomorrow. Okay. I think that's an important thing. And hopefully that makes sense to you guys. And I know a lot of you guys are saying to me, hey, John, I don't quite get it. It's because you're putting so much pressure on yourself. So there's something called the habit loop of confidence. Confidence isn't a one-time event. Sorry, it's a loop. Action yields results. Evidence basically comes from the belief. More action. See, that's a cycle. You miss one link, and the loop breaks. That's why waiting destroys momentum. That's why avoidance kills confidence. But when you commit to small, consistent actions, you start stacking the wins in your favor. And those wins, guys, they become what? They become your identity. I think that's an important thing for us to understand. They become your identity. Not that they are your identity, they just become your identity. And I think a lot of people don't seem to understand what that means or what that's about. And I want to tell you that this is something you can embrace if you believe in it. Okay. but you have to believe that this is the way it works. If you don't, you're just going to get yourself all, let's say, bent out of shape and wondering why things aren't working the way you want them to work. I mean, I think that's probably one of the most important things that I can tell you. Okay. I can tell you that a lot of people wish they were doing something, but then they're not. And I think this happens because a lot of people, well, they get scared. So they stop. You stop saying, I hope I can. You start saying, I've done this before. I got this. I can do this again. That's your own inner trust. That steady confidence you have. That's important, guys. Truths to live by. Let's go through these truths because these are really important. And I hope that they mean something for you. Confidence grows through repetition. The more you do something, the more natural it feels. See, repetition turns fear into familiarity. And when things are, let's say, not familiar, people sometimes pull out because they're afraid. Okay. And they don't know what's going to happen. So they figure they're better off to just pull out and they'd be better off like, that way. All right. That's an important thing to understand. Uncertainty builds emotional strength. Not knowing what's next forces you to adapt. That adaptation is where resilience is born. Stability comes from action, not clarity. You don't need a perfect plan, guys. You need consistent movement. You gain confidence by continuing. Quitting teaches doubt. Persisting teaches trust. And I think that's something a lot of people, they miss that whole concept. They miss the fact that they can do this themselves. They really can. But a lot of times people, they get pulled down one way. And the reason they're pulled down is because of the trust that they've killed in their head. Okay. That's an important thing to understand. It comes from that whole concept, right? And we have to be aware of that, right? We have to be aware of what that is and, how that even works. Okay. That's an important thing to understand. Fear weakens when action continues. Fear thrives on pause. Keep moving and its voice will get smaller until it eventually just stops. Confidence is evidence-based. It's not a feeling. It's a record of what you've already done. Now, ladies and gentlemen, action reduces doubt. Whether you knew that or not, doubt lives in the gap between thought and the deed or the action you're going to do. Action will close that gap. But a lot of people, they procrastinate. They think it's magically going to get done. But you know what? It doesn't get done. Unfortunately, it doesn't get done. And that's an important thing for a lot of people, to understand that it does not get done unless you take the action. You have to take the inspired thought to give you the inspired, let's say, action. Then you have to take it, right? Waiting destroys the momentum, guys. It creates procrastination. Every day you wait is a day your belief in yourself just erodes and just kind of fades. Movement creates belief. You don't think your way into confidence, guys. You move your way there. And that's hard for a lot of people to understand, that you move your way there all the time, okay? You move your way there all the time. Uncertainty is a training ground. It's not a stop sign. It's a gym for your courage. You just have to get out and actually use it. Confidence is built. It's not found. Stop searching. Start constructing it today. Each action reinforces identity. What you do tells your brain who you are. Let's think about that for a moment. What you do sends a message back to your brain. And I think that's something that a lot of people miss, that they have that ability, that they can do that. But that's what allows them to go forward or allows them to go backward. That's really the key, guys. Going forward or going backward. That's how it works. And if you don't get that, then I feel that you're probably going to be missing something. Small wins build, guys, the inner trust that we want. The tiny victories stack into unshakable self-belief. And you know what, guys? Doubt fades through execution. You can't think doubt away. You out-execute it. Confidence is a habit loop. Okay? Do it, prove it, believe it, repeat it. Stability comes from consistency. One-off efforts don't build foundations, guys. Daily habits do, but you got to keep doing them over and over and over and over again. And that is the real key. You learn confidence through exposure. The more you face uncertainty, the less it controls you. Action is stronger than fear. Fear shouts, action silences. And we get that silence. It's like, wait a minute, I get this. I now understand this. I know what I need to do, right? I think that's a very important thing to say. I know what I need to do, but it doesn't happen. It does not happen overnight, guys. It does not happen overnight. And I think that's an important piece that many people, they just don't understand that. And I'm saying this to you because most people, they give up because of what they see originally. And that's very, very important. You don't give up, okay? You do not give up ever. You never, ever give up. Okay, that's a very important thing to understand. If you understand those things, then maybe you'll say to me, hey, now I can do something different. But you got to believe in yourself, okay? You got to believe in yourself. You can't just say, hey, and have no plan. Repetition removes hesitation, okay? What once felt risky now becomes routine. Here's another one that you want to take a look at. Confidence grows in discomfort. We've said this before, right? Confidence happens when we're uncomfortable, not when we're comfortable. Comfort keeps you safe, doesn't let you grow. Discomfort makes you strong. Avoidance destroys confidence. Every time you run, you teach yourself you can't handle it. Action strengthens identity. You become what you repeatedly do. Consistency builds certainty. Predictable effort creates predictable results. Uncertainty forces growth. If everything were certain, you'd never evolve in life. Confidence is earned daily. It's not a trophy. It's a deposit you make every day in your life. And each time you do something more, you cause more confidence to be built. Okay? You cause more confidence to be built, and that makes you want to do even more. Maybe you want to do things that are harder, right? Not just the same things. The things you did before are easy, but now you want to do things that are even harder. That's an important piece, guys. A very, very important piece. And I think we have to realize what we said before, that discipline is that whole key. If we don't understand discipline, then we're going to be lost, okay? We're going to be lost. For us to understand one thing, we have to understand that fear decreases with repetition. Confidence improves with competition. The 10th time is always easier than the first. Why? Because we know how to do it. Because we don't have as much fear, or maybe we don't have any fear, right? That's a very important thing for us to realize, that whole concept, okay? And if we don't understand that, then how do we ever move forward? I think the way we move forward is by saying that I can do this. I'm not going to be able to do all this tomorrow, but I definitely can do this. And by saying that, that changes who we are as people. And that affects our trajectory of going forward. It affects our trajectory of going forward. And once we understand what our trajectory is, because there could be a lot of things, we have to know what is stopping us. Okay? What is stopping us from not achieving our goal? And sometimes it's not hard to figure out. Other times it takes a little bit of effort to figure out, why are we not doing that? Why is this not working? Right? Stability comes from proof, not promises. The pep talks, no, it's proof. You become confident by doing, not by saying, not by planning, not by wishing, by doing, by doing, by doing, by doing. You see, guys, action creates emotional security. Knowing you can act is the ultimate safety net. So many people I know, they procrastinate. They don't even try. They have so many skills, but they don't try because they're fearful. Confidence is built in motion. Stillness starves. Stillness starves this, but movement will feed it. Movement feeds it. Stillness starves. Your challenge that I want you to understand is here. Pick one thing you've been avoiding. Maybe one action. It could be sending that email, making that call, hitting publish, or starting that workout. There's no need for you to be worried about it, guys. There's no need, because see, the thing is, it's actually your mind that's causing these things to trip you up. It's not that you can't do them. You absolutely can do them. I think that's a very important thing to realize. You can do any of this stuff. I mean, any of it. But if your mind is saying one thing, how do you go another way? How? That becomes challenging for a lot of people, right? It becomes challenging because a lot of people don't understand. They don't understand what it's about. Okay? And that's important, guys. It's very important to know that. And I'll tell you that when you understand this, you can definitely move forward in your life. I think a lot of people, in one regard, say one thing, but then they mean something else in their life. They don't realize what they can do or what they can't do. But this comes because of their own fears. Do it. Not when you feel ready, guys. I want you to do it now. Then I want you to do it again tomorrow. So do it now, then do it again tomorrow. What do I want you to do next? I want you to track it. So do it now, do it tomorrow, and track it. So do it now, do it tomorrow, and track it. Do it now, do it tomorrow, and track it. Pretty simple, pretty easy, right? You could do those things. Do it now, do it tomorrow, and track it. Do it now, do it tomorrow, and then track it. Okay? Do it now, do it tomorrow, and then go and track it. That's important, guys. And if we know that we can do those things, our life will be better. Do it now, do it tomorrow, and then track it. Lastly, I want you to celebrate it. So do it now, do it tomorrow, track it, and celebrate it. Let that become proof. Let's get this one more time in your head. So do it now, do it tomorrow, track it, celebrate it. Do it now, do it tomorrow, track it, celebrate it. One more time. Do it now, do it tomorrow, track it, celebrate it. Do it now, do it tomorrow, track it, celebrate it. Do it now, do it tomorrow, track it, celebrate it. And let that, ladies and gentlemen, become the proof. That proof will push you forward like you've never believed was possible. Like you've never believed it was possible. See, you can do these things, guys, but it comes down to your whole belief system. Your belief system can basically decide whether you want to move one way or you want to move another way. Because you see, guys, every time you act, you're not just moving forward. You're building a vision of yourself who trusts their own ability to handle what comes next. You're building on your vision to trust what comes next. Ladies and gentlemen, there's something very powerful about that. It becomes its own power of steady trust. Steady trust doesn't just happen overnight, okay? It never happens overnight. It takes you time to figure it out. Figure it out by the time of what's going on. And then realizing, hey, I did this, right? I think that's a very positive thing, but a lot of people never get to that point. They never, ever get to that point, ever. Not because they can't. It's because they've given up on themselves, or they've never, ever tried. They've never, ever tried. Never, ever have they tried. I think that's a very important thing to know, to try. In closing, I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, and if this episode hit home in any big or small way, do me a favor, share it, tag someone who needs to hear this message, drop a comment, let me know what action you're taking this week, and if you're new here, welcome, subscribe, hit that bell notification button if you're on YouTube, because we're just getting started. We're just getting started. That's important, guys. Remember, confidence isn't something you wait for. It's something you build daily, one action at a time. Until next time, keep moving, keep building, and keep trusting the process. Peace and love always. And be sure to check out our friends at the Cabana, the coffee place that we mentioned, La Casa de Cabana in Wayne, New Jersey. Definitely check them out. And if you guys are watching the show, please invite us to come and do a live show there. We would love to do it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually going to see you guys real soon. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to check out BelieveMeAchieve.com for more of my amazing, of course, inspiring creations. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, confidence isn't born. It's built. So get started on it now. Take care, everyone. Be well.